What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about window tint. Enjoy. So there are typically 3 reasons why anybody would want to get window tint. One of the 3 reasons, and probably the most important one, is just reducing the heat inside your vehicle. I've noticed a huge reduction since I had my windows tinted on the Super Duty, and I love having the window tint on there. And for those Lariat, Platinum, King Ranch, and Limited guys, if you don't want toasted buns, you gotta tint your windows. The second reason why anybody would want to tint their windows is to protect the interior of their vehicle. If you have leather seats, they're going to degrade with UV rays coming in the windows. So if you can get tint on your side windows and your windshield, that will greatly reduce the amount of deterioration and discoloration of your interior. So another really useful thing to have tint for. Reason number 3, and the biggest reason why I do it, is because it just makes the truck or the car or the SUV that you're driving look that much cooler whenever the windows all match. It gives it a really nice look, gives it some depth, and if it's black or dark blue, it absolutely makes the thing look stealthy. So biggest reason for a lot of people is style, but the heat protection and the UV protection for your interior is another really good reason to tint your windows. Let's take a look at the truck and I will tell you what level of tint I went with, what brand, and what line of tint I went with as well. Now, I didn't tint the windshield. We were going on vacation. I didn't want to get hassled. When I get back, I will be tinting that to 50% with ceramic tint. And it's kind of hard to see right now because I got the truck backed up into a canopy to cool the bed down for our next mod, but the back window is tinted as well. Now, the rear windows in the truck were tinted from the factory. I believe factory is like around 18 to 20%, somewhere in there. Ford might be a little bit lighter, but it is a little bit of a different color of tint. It's more of like a reddish. So I went ahead and had Automotive Appearance Pros in Lewis Center, Ohio. That's where I had my window tint done. They did a fantastic job. I went ahead and had them tint over the rear windows just to make sure that the color was consistent looking out, because that's a big pet peeve for me. So let's hop inside the truck and we'll talk about it a little more. So it's pretty sunny today, guys, and you know, this is about as bright as it gets. Now the film will probably show up on camera a little bit prismatic, so it's going to be a little rainbowed, and that's because it's ceramic tint. You're looking at it through film, so when the light hits it, it may give off a little bit of color. But this is a really nice tint job, and you can see the difference between the windshield and the tinted side window there. So I went with Llumar tint, and I've had a lot of tint, and I've had everything from the cheap Walmart stuff to, you know, Llumar. I've never had 3M, but I've heard it's really good too. I've had Lexan, which is super cloudy, and it's a very entry-level tint, and it does okay, and it gives you the look from the outside that you want, but it is a little milkier. It's pretty cloudy. You know, it's just, it's good on a budget, but you know, if you want good tint, you are gonna have to pay for it. Like I said, I went with Llumar, which is what Automotive Appearance Pros uses, and I sought them out pretty much specifically for that reason. And probably one of the biggest reasons for me why I went with Llumar is because I've had them before. I had Llumar on my 2017 STI, and I really liked it. It's very clear, the color is very good. It has great heat rejection properties. This is the ceramic line, which is the Pinnacle Series. So they have the Classic Series, the Pinnacle, and then there's a step above the Pinnacle, which I think is it's Formula One or something like that. And it is, that is like the highest level that you can get. It's, I don't exactly remember the specs on it, but it has incredible heat rejection, but it is very expensive. So you are with tint getting what you pay for. The cheaper you go with tint, the less heat rejection you're gonna have, the less durability it has, so it's gonna scratch easier. I had SunTech on a couple of my vehicles, and it's great tint and it looks really good, but it does scratch really easily. So when you have the window going up or down, or if you accidentally hit it with something from the inside, it will probably scratch, and that is not what you want with tint. It's an eyesore if it gets scratched. So I went with Llumar because it's super durable, has great heat rejection, looks great, has great clarity and great color, and I'm so far very impressed with it. So I did 15% on the front two windows, and I went with 50 over the rear to achieve 15%, a true 15%. In the back windows. And if you look at the back windows from the side straight on, you really can't see through, even if you come at an angle. And if you come at an angle from the front, you really can't see through either. If you come straight on in the side, you can see through because of the intense light that's coming in the windshield. And this is full sun, midday. So this is pretty much the peak of what you're gonna see through the side. Now, once I put the 50% on the front, that's going to take down the amount of light that's coming in, and it will darken up those two side windows. I have had 5% tint. I've had double 5% tint. I'm done with that. I like being able to see. I like being comfortable, and this has great heat rejection, but it's also livable. You can, back up at night, see at night very well with this, and it's not too dark, not too light, and it makes the truck look good. I also think that sometimes if you go too dark, it can blister the effect, and it just kind of looks gaudy in my opinion. So that is why I went with 15% on the front too. So guys, if you can believe it, my microphone died on the last frame of this video, and I apologize. But basically, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in again to another video. And I wanted to give you a little bit of a teaser for the next video. We're actually going to be installing a tonneau cover on the Super Duty, so please stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already, that way you don't miss that video, because you're definitely going to want to see what we throw on this thing and how it makes the truck look when we're all finished. And I wanted to encourage you to like, share, comment, subscribe. Definitely interact with me in the comments if you've gotten tint done on your Super Duty, if you're planning to get tint on your Super Duty, what you've gotten, what level, what brand, all that stuff, what your experiences are with tinting your Super Duties, or just any car in general that you've had tint put on. So take care until next time.